Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today for the very first time, I'll be making a vegan lemon meringue pie. I've never made one before, so I'm really excited to try out something new. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the pie crust, the lemon curd, and the meringue. So stick around and let's get started. So I'll first start on my pie crust. So for that, I'll be adding to my bowl 1.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Using my bread hook, I'll mix this 3 dry ingredients together. And I will continue by adding 1/2 cup of vegan butter. And I will mix that in together with my dry ingredients. And 4 tablespoons of vegetable shortening. And I will mix those in together. And I will now add 1 more cup of flour. So in total, you'll be using 2.5 cups of flour. And I will now slowly start adding my 1/2 cup of water. And you want your dough to come out sticky, so just keep an eye on your flour as you're adding your water. Just like this. This is pretty good consistency. It's sticky, but it's still manageable. So before I start molding my pie, I'm going to refrigerate my dough for 30 minutes. And this is the pie dish I'll be using for my pie crust. And I'm going to line it with parchment paper. So first I'll add some cooking spray to it so my parchment paper can stick to it. This is a trick I just recently learned. I used to always just put my parchment paper and I always wondered why it wouldn't stick. So I looked it up and a lot of people use cooking spray so it sticks to your mold and you can easily add your dough to it. So my dough sat in the refrigerator for 30 minutes and now I'm going to mold it to my pie mold. So I will bake my pie crust for 12 minutes at 350 degrees. And while my pie crust bakes, I'm going to start on my lemon curd. I will start by adding 1 cup of lemon juice, 2 cups of powdered sugar, ½ cup of cornstarch, 1 can of coconut milk, ½ teaspoon of lemon extract. And I didn't realize I wasn't recording, but I did add ½ teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric for color. And I'm just going to stir until it thickens and I end up with my lemon curd. Comes out sticky like this, that's when you know your curd is done. Okay, so now I'm going to start on my vegan meringue. So for that, in my bowl, I will add 3/4 cups of aquafaba and ½ teaspoon of cream of tartar. And I will mix these 2 ingredients together until it becomes frothy for about 1 to 2 minutes. And I will now add ½ cup of sugar and continue mixing for another 2 to 3 minutes. And you want to mix it until you create soft peaks, just like this one right here. And now I'm going to add half teaspoon of vanilla extract and half teaspoon of xanthan gum. And I'm going to continue to whisk, but you don't want to, I'm only going to whisk it for about another minute. You don't want to over whisk or else your meringue will deflate. See how fluffy it is? It almost looks like a cloud. Okay, so now I'm going to start to assemble my pie. So here's my pie crust, and I'm going to add my hot lemon custard. I'll start adding my meringue to the top of my custard. And I'm going to bake my vegan lemon meringue pie for 25 to 30 minutes at 350 degrees until my meringue has golden edges. So I'll put this in the oven. So here it is, my lemon meringue pie. I just took it out of the oven and I ended up baking it for only 20 minutes. As you can see, the meringue is pretty golden from the top. So now I'm just going to allow it to sit and cool for about an hour. And so it's been cooling for about an hour now. As you can see, it looks really good. I was a little scared that it was going to deflate, but it didn't at all. It looks really good and I'm really happy with the outcome. So now I'm going to refrigerate it for 2 to 3 hours. So my vegan lemon meringue pie has been sitting in the fridge for about 2.5 hours and it looks pretty good. So I'm going to cut into it and give it a taste. See, look at how beautiful it looks. You can see the lemon curd, the pie crust, and my meringue. So let's give it a taste. Wow. This is so good. The meringue is nice and fluffy. The pie crust is so good, and the lemon curd is probably my favorite part of this pie. Delicious. I highly recommend you trying this recipe. It's really good. It wasn't too difficult to make either. Definitely making this again. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, see you guys.